Every year as Labor Day approaches, we're inundated with slick television commercials, political speeches, and corporate press releases celebrating the American worker. We're told that Labor Day is all about honoring the hardworking men and women who build our roads, staff our factories, and keep the engine of this country running. On the surface, honoring honest work is that's a great principle. But beneath the patriotic music and barbecue sales lies a glaring political reality that millions of working Americans are feeling in their bank accounts every single day. The modern labor movement is no longer about protecting individual workers, it has morphed into big labor, a multi-billion-dollar political machine that's driving up the cost of living for your family. When people hear the term union, they often think of historic grassroots movements that advocated for fair wages and basic workplace safety. But today's big labor leadership looks nothing like the rank and file workers on the shop floor. Union bosses operate massive political action committees that funnel hundreds of millions of dollars directly into the pockets of special interest politicians, backing radical economic agendas, aggressive regulatory mandates, and unchecked government spending. The average union member might just want to earn an honest living and provide for their kids, but their mandatory dues are routinely weaponized to fund political causes they never voted for and they don't support. The real damage of big labor hits you every time you pay a bill, buy a house, or check out at the grocery store. When union monopolies pressure local and state governments to pass mandatory project labor agreements, it effectively locks non union contractors, which make up the vast majority of the construction workforce, out of public infrastructure projects. That lack of competition inflates the cost of building roads, bridges, and schools by 15 to 30%. Who pays for that artificial markup? You do, through higher property taxes, sales taxes, and state income tax. It doesn't stop with taxes. Big labor's aggressive push for artificial wage floors and rigid labor mandates across industries forces small businesses to make tough choices, raise the prices on consumers, or cut jobs entirely. When major shipping, transportation, or manufacturing sectors face union driven work stoppages or skyrocketing labor costs, those expenses don't just disappear into corporate balance sheets. They're passed directly down the line to you in the form of higher prices for groceries, fuel, home repairs, and everyday goods. It fuels the exact same inflationary cycle that's currently gutting the American middle class. So, this Labor Day, it's time to separate the dignity of hard work from the predatory practices of big labor bosses. Real economic prosperity isn't created by forcing workers into political cartels or letting union elites dictate economic policy. It's created by competitive free markets, individual liberty, and letting workers keep more of their hard earned money. We need to support the freedom of every American to work, innovate, and thrive without having a political middleman taking a cut of their paycheck and raising prices at the checkout line. Check us out at titdusa.com. Stand firm on the truth. Keep your eyes open and refuse to let special interest bosses dictate your economic future. I'll see you next time.